After spending 8 days soaking in the non-stop energy of Tokyo, we decided to trade in neon lights for stunning waterfalls, ancient temples, and fresh mountain air. Welcome to the famous city of Nikko, home to a UNESCO World Heritage Site and countless breathtaking attractions located just 2 hours north of Tokyo. Join me as we embark on a 3-night retreat surrounded by vibrant autumn foliage, peaceful scenery, mouth-watering local dishes, and unforgettable adventures. Let's see if Nikko truly lives up to the hype. Now, most people visit Nikko as a quick day trip by train, but we wanted more flexibility and freedom to explore, so we hit the road with the rental car we picked up in Tokyo. Alright, so right now we are renting a car at a Hertz rent-a-car for a Toyota. Yeah, they gave us a nice car. It's actually a Toyota Yaris. Hopefully it'll fit all of our luggage. Oh, here we go. Okay, so on the way to Nikko, we actually stopped about halfway along the journey in a town called Kawagoe. We're gonna pick up some lunch and that's where we're headed. So right around the corner is a ramen shop. It looks like to be kind of somewhat of a more fancy ramen shop. You still order from a vending machine, but it's called Danja. So we're just waiting for our spot, ordering our food, and waiting for some open seats. We ordered the signature skemen, also known as the dipping ramen, that came with hearty chunks of pork, and the plentiful noodles served were thick, chewy with great texture, pairing perfectly with the bold, rich, and spicy flavored broth. Ooh, that was good. A random find. I just went on Google. The noodles come in a separate bowl. They're cold, and then you dip into the broth of your choice. That spicy one with the pork was really good. Alright, and then literally right next door is a coffee roaster. It's called Tokiwa Coffee Roaster. You walk right inside and you see various beans just scattered out. It smells very good. So if you're a coffee lover, I believe you wouldn't be disappointed with this place. So we're going to actually get some coffee. It's about 4 p.m. It is more of a quiet town, it appears, but yeah, we need our second dose of coffee for the day. Not overly sweet. You can taste that roast. Alright, so we made our way away from that ramen shop that we were just at, got closer to this old town strip where there's a lot of merchants. I think you can buy a lot of souvenirs and crafts, but there's a lot of good eateries and small bites that you can try and sample here as well. So this shop here is very famous apparently for their mochi balls that they sell that are stuffed with red bean and sweet potato. So we're gonna try that out and give it a shot. Very good. That mochi outer layer is very thin. You don't taste a whole lot of mochi, but the flavor from the red bean and the sweet potato, absolutely delicious. Very good combination. I like how the mochi is very thin. It's not like chewy and you can't like bite into it, you can't swallow it. So it's really good. Wow. People come out here for day trips, and I believe it's just to kind of give you a taste of what ancient Japan was like. Actually really cool. Now, apparently one of the things we need to try whenever visiting is eel, unagi. So the soy sauce, to my understanding, is very popular, but the unagi is something you can't leave before you try. We're here at a shop and we're just going to get some to go before we make our way up to Nikko. Alright, so here we have our unagi set from the shop. It's apparently one of the best in this town. It's called Oga Kiku. We checked into our hotel in Nikko and immediately went for the meal set we took for the road. It was every bit as amazing as people say, and our only regret was that we ordered just one to share for our family of 3. We actually are making our way into the Edo Wonderland. So it's part of the thing we always do whenever we travel to a foreign country is obviously to try to dress in the attire of that country to kind of be a part of that whole experience. So right now, after we made our way into the entrance, 2 tickets for adults were 11,000 yen. Child is free unless you're 6 to 12 years old. So right now we're gonna go get some outfits for myself and the little one, so we can just kind of immerse ourselves in this whole part of the culture and experience. To save cost on the attire, my wife actually rented from the hotel, which is like 25% cheaper than what you pay here. So they unfortunately at the hotel, they don't have the gentleman here, a samurai, looked like a statue from afar, but then as people walk closer, he just kind of like flinched and got everybody spooked. Alright, so we just picked out our outfit. So you have a few different options you can pick from a menu, which is actually really cool. All right, fully dressed up. It was a really cool experience because when we did something very similar when we were at Hanbok in Seoul, Korea, you have to dress yourself up, right? But over here, the ladies dress you up, and there's multiple layers underneath here. It's like literally 4 or 5 different layers I'm wearing right now. So my role, I guess, of what I'm dressing up is the head of a samurai group that reports up to the higher lord, which is actually really cool. Alright, so we are in the samurai experience within Edo Wonderland. Me and my buddy are going to do it. They only allow 6 people in at a time because supposedly it's a small setting that we're going to be swinging swords and stuff like that. So, wow, it should be really fun.
Scattered across the grounds of Edo World are countless exhibits, interactive activities, and live performances that let guests fully immerse themselves in the experience. One highlight from our visit was the incredible ninja show, which was an absolute must-see. But even just wandering throughout the park, surrounded by its historic buildings and movie-like scenery, you can't help but feel like you've stepped back in time to ancient Japan. Our home base in Nikko for 3 nights was the Hotel Sunshine Kinugawa. The room was spacious and carried a traditional charm, though some aspects felt a bit outdated and left a little to be desired. That said, the stay was very affordable at just $150 per night, which included a daily buffet breakfast with excellent food selections. Best of all, the hotel's indoor and outdoor onsens quickly became our go-to spot to unwind and rejuvenate. Just steps away from the hotel, a suspension bridge offered breathtaking views of the river and mountain scenery made even more stunning by the vibrant autumn foliage during our visit. Another highlight was a private outdoor foot bath fed by natural hot spring water. It was the perfect place to soak our tired feet while enjoying snacks and drinks with family and friends.
Alright, so it's a beautiful day here in Nikko. Right now we're making our way away from the hotel that we're staying at to a place called Kegon Falls, which supposedly has a very beautiful waterfall. Maybe a little bit of hiking, so we're actually stopping off at a Lawson's to pick up a bunch of goodies for the road trip. It's about 58 minutes to an hour away, so let's go. So on the way to the waterfall, we stopped off at this lake. It's called Lake Chuzenji. Unfortunately, we missed the peak time. It's so hard to time foliage, whether it's the cherry blossoms or autumn season here. We had the same issue when we went to Korea last year. But it's still very beautiful. You can see the lake, the surrounding areas. Relatively quiet now because obviously I believe it's during off-peak season, but we're gonna actually make our way into town, try to find something to eat to satisfy our cravings, and just enjoy the scenery, enjoy the peace and tranquility, and obviously the nice cool breeze here as well. We came across this restaurant. It's called Nantai, I believe. And we're just gonna get some grilled saba fish and some pork cutlet. It looks very good. There's some of the restaurants, there's a lot more options, but some of them are actually closed. This one seems to be pretty good based on the pictures, the pricing. So we're gonna just try it out. So in Nikko, this restaurant, they had to divide us into 2 tables of 4. And we actually got the booth where you have to sit crisscross applesauce, which is actually really cool. You take your shoes off, and we just ordered our food. And we did the fish set and the tempura and pork katsu. So looking forward to eating it. Wow. Wow. You guys have to try this. So good. It's so tender. And it's juicy too. And that sauce is like a little bit tart. She likes it. Now, I'm normally not a huge fan of the cold soba noodles, but what we did is we actually added a bunch of those green onion shavings and some wasabi into the dip. It gives it a whole nother experience. So, wow, might be a new thing I like. Alright, going for some of that fish and that special sauce. A little bit salty. That sauce is a little bit salty as well. It's very fresh though. Also, one of the things that the city of Nikko is known for is the tofu. So there's actually a tofu on the fish dish that we ordered, and it comes with some wasabi and some yuzu sauce. Definitely tofu. It's more like skin type tofu. Interesting. Ooh, man, that was one of the best meals I've had all day. That katsu pork, muy perfecto. So the restaurant name is called Nantai. I believe I called it Nantai earlier, but my wife corrected me, and I believe that is the way you say it. So again, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, apologies in advance. The fish was great, a little bit salty for me, but that pork, that katsu, that's really good. The tofu is really good as well. I love the soba noodles, adding that shaved green onions with the hints of wasabi. Takes that whole dining experience for the cold noodles I generally don't like to a whole new experience that I really enjoy. So just about a 3-minute walk from that restaurant we ate at is the Kegon Falls, which is the waterfall that we're also here for. It's supposed to be the highlight of this town. Obviously the lake was very beautiful as well. We're gonna grab some coffee, I think, and then make our way to check out the waterfall. Elevator. Okay, so at the Kegon Falls, you can admire the waterfall from the viewpoint, obviously at the very top, or you can hike down, or if you don't have any energy, you can buy a ticket by elevator to go down 100 meters, and then you walk along this long corridor hallway or tunnel to the base of the waterfall so you can admire it up close and personal. So that's what we're doing right now. All right, here we are, Kegon Falls. Now the viewing platform here at the very bottom, there's actually 3 levels. At the very bottom, I think you probably have the best view because you can see the base of the waterfall itself. So we're gonna get some of these Nikko churros, about 900 yen for one. It's quite hot, okay. Ooh, it looks like a monkey. Okay, so yeah, like I said, for one is 900 yen. And it's actually, looks more golden, yellowish golden. So it's not the typical churro style that we're used to. When it comes piping hot, and they make it in the design of a monkey. Let's try it. Wow. There's tons of sugar on there. It's interesting. It like the texture, the consistency of it is almost like a crispy mochi. That's the best way I can describe it. But it's actually really unique and good.
Before heading back to our hotel, we stopped at a charming little shop called Ebisiya, known for its beautiful hand-carved wooden creations. While the coffee itself was a bit underwhelming, the selection of cheesecakes more than made up for it, as they were absolutely delicious.
Okay, so today is another day for us in Nikko exploring some of the attractions. Right now we're in another small little town heading towards a World Heritage site that's called the Shinkyo Bridge, which I believe sits at the entrance to many shrines and temples here in Nikko. So it's actually quite popular of a spot. It's very beautiful today. Weather's nice and there's a lot of beautiful autumn foliage that's surrounding the bridge itself. It makes for a very picturesque atmosphere. Great for selfies, Instagram photos. Alright, so we're gonna begin our stampede up these steps. Gotta pace yourself. Apparently it's like an 8-minute walk with a lot of stairs. So one person in our party unfortunately has a bad knee, so she's gotta stay behind. But gonna wait for us at one of the coffee shops while we make our way up and check it out. Well, I think we're here. That wasn't that bad of a walk. More like 5 minutes. Some steps for sure. There's actually walk paths. And I do think there's actually an accessibility path as well around the corner. Alright, so right now I am at the front of the Toshoku Shrine, which is one of the 3 shrines or mini shrines here that comprise of the UNESCO World Heritage site here in Nikko. It actually costs about 1,600 yen for an adult to get in. So we're going to go up into the core part of the grounds.
Strolling through the UNESCO World Heritage shrines and temples of Nikko, you're surrounded by timeless beauty and a peaceful calm that lingers long after you leave.
Alright, so 3-minute walk from our place of stay here in Nikko, there's a restaurant called Izakaya Sacchan, and it's actually very exciting for me because I've been in Tokyo for almost 6 days now and I've yet to have sushi on this trip, and today I'm actually gonna get to satisfy that craving in this restaurant with some sashimi, so looking forward to it. Cheers!
Okay, thank you.
This is my first taste of sashimi on this trip. Obviously I've had it in Japan before, but like 6 days. Usually people come to Japan, the first thing they're gonna eat is sushi, right? But I have yet to have it till now, so very excited. Good. Wow, wasabi is strong. Like oily. So good, like soupy oily. Good. So this Izakaya Sacchan is actually relatively cozy. There's actually only about 4 tables. There's a bar area, so very reminiscent of a Japanese restaurant. I love this type of environment. It's very, very cool. So crispy, yet juicy and tender on the inside. That's good. Definitely not as fresh as the stuff we had in Barcelona or Portugal, but it's still pretty good. I feel like our clothes are going to smell like this restaurant after we leave. Creamy as curry right here. It's more like a curry soup broth.
If you finish that,
A little bit zesty.
everything in that.
And like a tofu gravy of some sort. So we're digging into some of this famous tofu skin here. Yeah?
Like creamy.
Yeah.
We ate 2 chicken.
Good, huh?
So silky creamy. Like you can taste the texture of the skin is very light. It's more like a pudding, a savory pudding of some sort. Very good.
It's like I'm eating a pudding or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And that's a wrap on our journey through the calm and beautiful city of Nikko. Unlike the fast pace of Tokyo, Nikko offers a slower rhythm, a place where history, nature, and tradition come together in the most peaceful way. From sacred shrines and temples to the soothing sounds of nature's wonders, to the breathtaking autumn colors and delicious food we enjoyed, Nikko is the kind of destination that lingers with you long after you've left. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out my other travel vlogs for more adventures. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to take you along on the next journey.